In what ways has the education industry been reinvented? Hi, and welcome to another Bernica video. In this video, we're talking about education and how it has been reinvented. Let's first learn some words and try to respond to this question. The first word we want to learn is through. The word through means using, or by the means of, or as a result of. So A causes B, then you can achieve B through A. A is what is causing this, so that's the word that we use before or after through. Yes, the cause comes after the word through. For example, the company achieved success through innovation and hard work. So what do you need to achieve success? You need innovation and hard work. So you say, I achieved success through innovation and hard work. So that's the word through. And another word is peɪs. The word peɪs is about speed, the speed at which something happens. For example, the project progressed at a steady pace. So peɪs is about speed. You can use this word to say at your own pace, which means you decide the speed which is comfortable for you. So let's use these words peɪs and through, and talk about how education has been reinvented. You can pause the video and answer it yourself to practice your speaking. Or you may choose to just learn the words here and use them when you have a meeting with your coach, with your teacher, and then answer the question there with your coach using these words. But now I'm going to give my response to this. I believe education has seen a lot of changes in recent years, especially through the advent of amazing social media apps and also video conferencing apps. Let's say apps like Skype, which are helpful because you can use them for video calls, so you can have a teacher from across the world. Through such technologies, through the use of such technologies, you can have your lesson anytime, anywhere, and you can learn at your own pace using online platforms. You don't have to follow a specific course that pushes you to study at a specific speed. You can study at your own pace. So that's my response to this question. Let's also take a look at the response here. The education industry has been reinvented through the rise of online learning platforms. Yes. So it says online learning platforms have caused the change. The education industry has been reinvented through the rise of online learning platforms. Companies like Coursera and Udemy have made it possible for anyone to access high-quality courses from top universities and institutions. This shift has democratized education, allowing people from all over the world to learn new skills at their own pace and on their own terms. So these apps, these websites, allow you to study at your own pace and in your own on your own terms. All right, so let's take a look at the vocabulary here. We already learned the word through, which means by the means of, or using, or as a result of. Another word we had here was democratize. Democratize is to make something accessible to everyone or spread. For example, online platforms have democratized education, enabling global access to knowledge. The sentence from the text that says this is, companies like Coursera and Udemy have made it possible to for anyone to access high-quality courses from top universities and institutions. This shift has democratized education. The shift to online platforms has democratized education because now everyone has access to it. So that's the word democratize. And another word is peɪs. As I said, peɪs is about your speed, the speed at which something happens. For example, the project progressed at a steady pace. Then you can use it to say at my own pace, at one's own pace, which means at a speed that's comfortable for someone. For example, students can complete the course at their own pace. And the other one at the end of the text is on your own terms. On your own terms means in a way that suits you according to your preferences. For example, with online learning, you can study on your own terms. You study the way that you like. All right, at your own pace, on your own terms. As I said before, you can either pause the video and use these words right now, just like in conversation. Try to act as if there is someone you can talk to, or just talk to an AI and ask it for feedback. Or you can just take notes or just look at the caption where these words are, and then use them next time you have a class with your teacher and try to speak using these words. Okay, let's go to another question. In our next, the same question, the next response for this. The next response includes the word blended learning. So what is blended learning? It's when you have a combination of two things. Usually those two are online and in-person classes. So let me read the meaning. A mix of online and face-to-face instruction. That's blended learning. As an example, a blended learning allows students to benefit from both digital and in-person interactions. So that's the word blended learning. And another word is in-person. In-person is about being physically present. It's face-to-face. It's opposite for online. When we talk about classes or meetings, like you can say, I have an online meeting, or you can say, my meeting is in person, or I have to meet this person in person. This is funny. I have to meet Jack in person tomorrow. All right, so let's use those two words, blended learning and in person, and talk about the same question. How has education industry been reinvented? My response would be the education industry has been reinvented because now people can enjoy blended learning, which means you can have the best of both worlds. I think that's the expression. You can just have the joy of meeting your teacher and your classmates in person and have fun, seeing them, having conversations with them. And at the same time, use the comfort of your own home, skip traffic, and just learn a lot at home sometimes. So that's my response using in-person and blended learning. Now let's take a look at the text here. The traditional classroom has been reinvented with the introduction of blended learning models. These models combine online and in-person instruction, offering students more flexibility in how they learn. This approach has become particularly popular in higher education, where students can now balance coursework with other commitments more effectively. Here in the last sentence, we have the word commitments. I'm going to explain about some of these words. Let's start from the first sentence. The traditional classroom has been reinvented with the introduction of blended learning models. I already told you about blended learning. These models combined. So what is combine? Combine is to bring two things together, to mix. For example, the new program combines online resources with traditional classroom teaching, obviously. All right. This approach has become particularly popular in higher education, where students can now balance coursework with other commitments. So we had the word in person. Particular means especially or notably. For example, this method is particularly useful for students with busy schedules. Yes, online learning is particularly helpful with students who are busy, or those who want to have lessons in, let's call it bizarre times, special times. Like, let's say you want to have a lesson very early in the morning or late at night. Most institutions where you live that teach English probably are closed, but you can find a teacher from across the world where in their time zone it's regular hours and they can teach you. So this is particularly helpful for you. Another word was commitments. Commitments means obligations and responsibilities. For example, balancing academic commitments with personal life is easier with flexible learning options. So that was our second response. Let's proceed to the third one. For the third one, let's learn the word interactive. Interactive. The word interactive means something that involves active participation or two-way communication, like an interactive whiteboard or an interactive class, an interactive exercise. It's something that requires both parties to be active in it. For example, a good presentation is an interactive one. You don't want a boring presentation where there's just one person presenting and everyone is just listening. You want it to be interactive, where you present and other people who are listening actively participate, ask questions, give comments. So that's the word interactive. And another word is engaging. If something is engaging, it is captivating. It holds your interest. It makes you want to participate. It's interesting, attractive. So that's the word engaging. And then we can also learn the word cater to. Cater to someone is to provide what they want, to satisfy them. For example, restaurants try to cater to the needs of diverse people. Or you can say, we cater to all individuals. Let's look at the example here. The curriculum is designed to cater to different learning styles. Yes. So let's use these words: interactive, engaging, and cater to. I would say what we want from online or modern education is catering to different learning styles through interactive activities, interactive whiteboards, and engaging activities. That's how the industry has been reinvented. And that's a huge leap forward. That's a huge success. A lot has changed in education, and some of those things are lessons are becoming more engaging with the help of technology. There's interactive whiteboards and a lot of interactive fun exercises. And the fact that now we can cater to the needs of different people through customized education, tailored, personalized education. Now, let me read the text here. The use of technology in the classroom has also reinvented the education industry. Tools like interactive whiteboards, tablets, and educational apps have made learning more engaging and interactive. This has helped cater to different learning styles, making it easier for teachers to meet the needs of diverse student populations. So let me read the words here. First, we got the word interactive. That's in the second sentence. Tools like interactive whiteboards, tablets, and educational apps have made learning more engaging and interactive. So interactive is involving active participation or two-way communication. For example, interactive whiteboards encourage students to participate more in class. Engaging is captivating or holding interest. The teacher used an engaging app to keep the students interested in the lesson. And cater to is to provide what is necessary to satisfy. The curriculum is designed to cater to different learning styles. This has helped cater to different learning styles, making it easier for teachers to meet the needs. This is an interesting expression. Meet the needs is to fulfill requirements. So you have some needs. What do I do with those needs? I meet those needs. It means I provide for those needs. To fulfill requirements or to satisfy demands. The program is structured to meet the needs of all students. And diverse is varied and different. The classroom includes students from diverse backgrounds and cultures. So that was the last response here, but there's going to be part 2 and part 3 of this video where I take a look at some more responses and we learn more vocabulary. Take a look at the caption and the words that I've noted there and use them in your next online class.